How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Pace Studio here in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. We are really, really happy today to be joined by Ayo.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going? Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, or us, actually.
Yeah, we are also joined by Ayo's beautiful son, JJ, who is just off camera, and you can't see, but you might hear. But for now, Ayo, you have a new album coming out next Friday. It's called Ayo. It's self-titled.
Yes.
And you're going to play a couple of songs from that album and maybe one older one as well. Tell us a little bit about the first song you're going to do for us today.
The first song is called Boom Boom, and it's a song I wrote about, inspired by police brutality, actually, written for or dedicated to the mothers, to all mothers who have lost a child due to police brutality.
Okay, take it away.
Thank you. Why do we have a government if there's no justice, just ignorance? And why do we have a system if there's no organization, just organized crime? And why do we still vote if we all know things won't be different? And the president will never make no difference. Why do we prefer to hide, knowing that it just ain't right? Why are we too scared to fight for something that is worth to die for? Boom, boom, another boy dead. Boom, boom, shot in the head. Boom, boom, another mother crying. Boom, boom, couldn't save her son from dying. Boom, boom, another boy dead. Boom, boom, shot in the head. Boom, boom, another mother crying. Boom, boom, couldn't save her son from dying. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, put your hands up or he will shoot you. 3 and 3, 4 and 4, better get your ass down to the floor. 5 and 5, 6 and 6, always watch out for the pics. 7, 8, 9 and 10, send this message to all your friends. Boom, 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 boom. What the hell is wrong with the government? What the f goes on with the government? Tell me where was our promised land? If I knew the way, I would leave today. What the hell is wrong with the government? What the f goes on with the government? Tell me where was our promised land? If I knew the way, I would leave today. Today, today. Boom, boom, another boy dead. Boom, boom, shot in the head. Boom, boom, another mother crying. Boom, boom, couldn't save her son from dying. Boom, boom, another boy dead. Boom, boom, shot in the head. Boom, boom, another mother crying. Boom, boom, couldn't save her son from dying. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, put your hands up or he will shoot you. 3 and 3, 4 and 4, better get your ass down to the floor. 5 and 5, 6 and 6, always watch out for the pics. 7, 8, 9 and 10, send this message to all your friends. 1 bullet, 2 bullet, 3 bullet, 4, 5 and 6, just to be sure. His body drops, he can't take no more. His hands were up when he hit the floor. 1 bullet, 2 bullet, 3 bullet, 4, 5 and 6, just to be sure. His body drops, he can't take no more. His hands were up when he hit the floor. Boom, boom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
JJ, what did you think? Yeah, he liked it.
He's like, it's time to take me out of this drawer.
I know that, so just to a little bit of your background for our readers who might not know, you were born in Germany and you lived in Nigeria, where your father was from.
Yes.
And you've also lived in London and Paris, but you've
Yeah.
been a New Yorker for years now.
Yes.
And when I hear a song like that, and here's JJ. Hi, JJ. There's a foot. That's JJ's foot starring in our video.
Hey, my love.
So I wonder, has living in America and living in New York specifically had a big impact on the music that you make and the art that you create?
it definitely had a big impact. Here am I being a mother before. I just changed this position real quickly. There you go. There you go. It definitely had a big impact because, you know, a song like Boom Boom, I mean, it's basically what happened here in Ferguson when Mike Brown got shot, and it inspired me to write the song. But back then when I wrote the song, you know, I wasn't signed, I wasn't on a record label, and I thought, oh my God, you know, I have to release the song now because this is happening now, you know. And I'm going to lose the moment, like the momentum, you know, I'm not, you know, but sadly enough.
It's not an isolated incident.
Yeah, exactly. It keeps happening. And ever since, I feel like ever since it happened, it's like there's not a month where we don't hear about, you know, an incident like that. Yeah. Or actually an accident like that. And not even an accident. And
right.
We can't really say it's an accident, you know.
Yeah, an incident, I think, is
right.
Incident is. And as far as musically, you know, when you were starting out, you know, you have such a mix of sounds that are West African and European and even Caribbean. You know, living in America, has that become also part of the mix of sounds that you make?
Yes, you know, I think that New York certainly is such a melting pot. You know, you have people from everywhere here, and I believe that you get inspired every day just by what surrounds you. You know, and sometimes I have to say, even you might hear things that you personally, where you be like, oh, I'm not sure if I like this, but then you go home and it actually doesn't. You know, you pick it up. You know, if you like it or not. It's like it's very strange. You know.
Finds its way in.
It finds its way in,
you know, it's funny because the songs that we often get stuck in our heads are the ones that we don't even like that much.
Exactly, yes.
And it finds its way in. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So tell us a little bit about the next song that you're going to do for us today.
That's a good question because I don't even know what I'm going to do next. Maybe I'm going to be playing a song called, even though we're in New York, maybe I'm going to do a song called Panam, which means it's a slang word for Paris. Mm-hmm. Gypsies call Paris Panam. So I'm gonna try to play that song with my backing vocalist here. So whenever he's gonna be crying, that's
we'll
like.
We'll see how he harmonizes.
Exactly. Whenever I draw a card, you are my jack of hearts. It's written in the stars, we'll never be apart. Akure, Accra, Ouagadougou, I'm telling you the God knows true. Whenever I go someplace new, I can't help but think of you. Panam, Panam, mon cœur est à Panam, mais je suis mon âme comme une vraie gitane. Panam, Panam, mon cœur est à Panam, mais je suis mon âme, je suis une vraie gitane. From the Isle to Père Lachaise, I know every part of you, your worst, your best. And how could I forget sunset at Butte-Chaumont and crashing at my best friend's place at Rue Alphon. I'll always remember La Seine à la Bastille, where for the very first time people were listening to me. I'll never forget the love and blessings I received. That's why I could never turn my back on you and leave. Panam, Panam, mon cœur est à Panam, mais je suis mon âme comme une vraie gitane. Panam, Panam, mon cœur est à Panam, mais je suis mon âme, Je suis une vraie gitane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What did he think? Is he clapping?
He's looking at me like this.
He's probably heard these songs many times, right?
Yeah. Actually, he heard it all the time. Certainly when he was in my belly.
Yeah, right. So this is the soundtrack of his life.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is beautiful.
Thank you.
So I want to ask about this record. It's called Io, and it comes out next Friday. And it's your 5th album. And so I'm curious, a lot of artists will have their first album be their self-titled album, which
Yes.
you sort of did in a way, because your first album was called Joyful.
Yes.
And your name is Joy originally.
Exactly.
Right. But this album is Io, and you are Io. So what was it about this album, now this 5th one, that you wanted to call it by your name?
You know, the truth really is that, when I finished the record, I was like, oh, now I have to pick a title again. Here we go again. Like, you look at the songs you have, it's like 14 songs. Okay, am I going to call it I'm a Fool? No, that's maybe not the good title. Panam, no, it doesn't talk about everything that's on the record. So really, I didn't really know what to call the record, and I felt like, why do we always have to give it a title,
Yeah.
So I said to myself, the best way to probably describe it would be it's my record. It's Io. I did everything by myself this time. I recorded in my room. Some songs are recorded on my phone. Some are recorded on Logic, my laptop.
Yeah.
But I did it all by myself. Even the picture is a selfie of me. So in the streets of Paris, and I thought that was the good one to call Io.
Yeah. So it makes me curious what the next record will be called.
Yeah.
Io 2.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I have to name it after him. Maybe I'm going to call it JJ.
And one of your albums is named after your daughter.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So he's going to have one named after him. Otherwise, it's going to
be unfair,
it's
right?
gonna be unfair,
and
yeah.
he's actually my 3rd child. And my son had a record. His father named the record after him.
Okay,
so I was like, I have to name this record after my daughter, And now you're right, I should
The
have
next
a
one
record.
he's going to have to, because he's gonna notice eventually.
Exactly.
If he doesn't have one. So I was wondering, so about that, do you normally take as far as your inspiration for each album, was there something specifically that inspired you on this record that maybe not was in play for the ones before it? Was there a particular message or theme or something that really kind of goes through the entire record, or is that not how you work?
Usually I never really write on a record. Like, I don't sit down and tell myself I'm going to write this record now, I'm going to write an album, because I can't force myself to. I'm very lazy too, I have to say, when it comes to that. I don't have the discipline to just sit down and say I'm going to write a song now from the beginning to the end. With me, it's more like it has to. I always say I'm not looking for the song. The song has to come and find me. Mm-hmm. And when the song finds me, then I write very fast. But if it's not that way, it would probably take forever. So basically, I always, whenever I'm inspired, whenever a song comes to me, then I write music.
Right, and I guess the titles come to you as well, or maybe not as easy. The titles, like of the album title. With
songs, sometimes that it's like, I feel like when you anybody who plays even the guitar just a tiny little bit, when you play the guitar, it makes you want to sing. It makes you want to say something. And I think there's instruments like that. You play them and it makes you want to say something. And I think certain chords trigger certain things in you, And sometimes certain things happen, and it inspires you to the point where it's already, it's you know exactly what it is that you want to talk about, you know.
Yeah, cool. So you're gonna do one more song for us.
Yes.
Today, and is this one also on the record or no?
I was actually thinking if I wanted to do one that's on the record or if I wanted to do one that's off the record, but I'm so bad with this. I'm like, and then knowing that it's live too, I'm always like, what am I gonna play? What am I gonna play?
Yeah. Well, we have nothing but time. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Because I had so many songs that I did not put on the record, and I feel like maybe I want to play one of those songs that I didn't put on the record, but I could play one as well that might him go to bed, might him fall asleep because I fear that he's gonna cry soon. So maybe I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to play a song that will calm him down. Don't you cry, JJ. Don't make me look like a fool. Too much pressure. Love is a chain made of a substance that cannot break. Then it ain't made of silver and it ain't made of gold. It's made of faith. It's deeper than any lake or canyon could be. It's too far for us to reach. It dwells in a secret place where hearts will be filled with grace unconditionally. Our love is like velvet, like velvet, sweet buttery rose. I love you the most, like velvet, like velvet clouds full of hope. That is my soul. If our love was an ocean, there'd be no more land, and we'd float together, hand in hand. If our love was a forest, there'd be nothing but trees, no concrete giants, no cars and no streets. We'd spread our branches and plant our seeds, eat our own fruits and grow old in peace. Don't you cry, JJ. Our love is like velvet, like velvet, sweet buttery rose. I love you the most, like velvet, like velvet clouds full of hope.
We made it.
I made it through the song.
And so did he.
We made it.
He was always going to make it.
Yes, exactly.
Never any doubt. He's a professional. You know?
He is a professional.
He knows what he's doing.
Way more professional than I am.
Yeah, he's got amazing stage presence. Your new album is called Io. It comes out next Friday.
Yes.
October 6th. And you are going on tour. I know. I was looking at dates. I think there are some European dates to start. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. But everyone can go on iomusic.com to find out where she'll be and when she'll be in your town. And you should definitely go see her and pick up this beautiful album. So thank you so much for coming to the Pace Studio today and introducing us to JJ, who was a wonderful guest, very respectful. And good luck with your tour and the album. And
thank you so much.
Come back here to Pace and play for us anytime you want.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All the best to you too.